Got a rant coming. Hey, I'm Nick Meador from BS Free Spirituality. And today I want to talk about how most of what's known as spirituality today is actually bypassing. Spiritual bypassing essentially means that someone isn't doing the work. There's something getting in the way of their unique path of spiritual self-development. A couple of years ago, this term became sort of trendy. It became common for people to post very self-critical posts on social media saying that they were bypassing in some way. And yet in those posts, people didn't always describe what they had discovered they were bypassing. But most of what's known as spirituality today, I would actually call light work. Now this could be meditation, yoga, sound healing, kirtan, ascetic dance, and so on and so forth. These tend to be activities that people leave feeling good afterwards. And there's nothing wrong with that in itself. It's great to have these activities as part of our self-care practice, as part of our community connection, whichever ones resonate with us personally. At the same time, these light work activities can become a band-aid. This is where the term wounded healer comes in, because a lot of times people find their way to spiritual self-development because of some pain in their life, emotional or physical, that they're experiencing. And then once they experience some glimmer of hope, they want to share that with others. Quite often, they haven't made it too deep into their own process of healing because that would require them to look at what we call the shadow. Now, before you go around telling people to look at their shadow, please watch my video, The Shadow Diagnosis, to see why that's not the best approach. And I also don't want to give you the impression that spirituality is only about doing really uncomfortable or painful stuff, because that can become another misconception that we're not really doing the work unless we are uncomfortable. I like the concept of therapeutic discomfort from yoga. In yoga, it can come in a physical sense of finding that place in the stretch where we're feeling it, but it's not painful. And then this can be a symbol for when we're doing more emotional, psychological work. There are ways that we can enter a state of discomfort without going into pain or reliving some trauma from the past. Now, unfortunately, most of the modalities that take people into deeper processes, that go into their belief systems and thought patterns and self-talk, are not very popular because they take people into that kind of discomfort. The vast majority of people would rather do an aerobic yoga class, work up a sweat, and then go home feeling that temporary sense of relief without really touching what lies deeper under the surface. Now, another thing getting in the way here is that the different modalities that do go under the surface tend to compete a lot with one another and try to claim that they have the only way. So you might hear terms like process work, or family constellation therapy, Gestalt therapy, or even Teal Swan's completion process. And if you're not familiar with Teal Swan, please watch my video called Why Teal Swan is Awesome. Now, I know I have an unusual perspective on spirituality, but to me the whole point is to find more purpose and meaning and direction in our lives, to have a clearer sense of why we came here and what we're supposed to do with the time that we have while we're alive. Sometimes light work activities can shed light on that, and other times we need to go deeper into processing and shadow work. Only you can know what's right for you at any given point in your path. So I challenge you to be totally honest with yourself. If you feel stuck or like something is still nagging at you, even with all of the self-development work that you've tried, then have the courage to admit that to yourself and try something different. And reach out if you'd like to know more about the transformational sessions that I offer. I have the tools to help you unfold the signs that are coming through your body, through the experiences in your life, even your dreams. And I can't tell you what's right for you. I can just be there to help you unpack and find some insight, some forward motion, so that there's no more bypassing, only going straight forward on your higher path, the path of your destiny. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you keep it BS free.